The date is the 27th of June 2023. In approximately 8 hours, a new fractal will dethrone Sunqua Peak as the level 100 fractal. This gives me around 10 hours to complete this. For that reason, yet again, I skipped the challenge mode. Although you jump right to the end boss in challenge mode, she also has more health, nullifying the advantage. And the long water phase becomes the midway point instead of the end. Maybe in some distant future I'll revisit challenge mode, but for now the goal is to beat this fractal. As for the run up the mountain towards the boss, for the air elemental, do not get hit by the agonizing red circles, and to avoid the electric explosion, dodge just after the electric balls appear. For the watery rocks, have them between you and the tidal bargain and wiggle to not get any stacks. Although you can also just wait it out as the rocks do not regenerate on a wipe. And for the fire cat, just run circles around it. With that out of the way, I want to talk about the challenge. You may have noticed I sound a bit more coherent. That's because for this video I'm using a script instead of improvising. Usually I recorded myself just after beating a fractal, so it was fresh in my memory, but I still missed some important parts I wanted to share with you. Not to mention my broken sentences. It was even worse when I just spoke after a very intense fractal. But that was always part of the plan. I didn't want to invest too much energy in each video, mainly to speed things up so I could continue to the next level instead of worrying over each minute part of the video. Quick and dirty edits and on to the next one. Speaking of intense levels, most of them are because of janky agony mechanics. Usually not something you'd notice in a regular run, but without any agony resistance, these janky mechanics are awful to play with. I'm quite proud of some workarounds I've found to overcome some of these challenges. There are 3 levels, however, where I had to resort to using agony resistance. Solid Ocean can probably be done with elite specializations, or perhaps another class, like Elementalist, that has more access to invulnerables. Either with luck or writing a script to keep track of a global agony timer, Siren's Reef can also be done without agony resistance. I didn't want to resort to third-party tools though, although it was really tempting at times. The only fractal I still can't figure out a way to circumvent the agony is in the underwater fractal. I'm quite proud of myself for managing to do everything solo. There are a few exploits that can be done with having someone in the party, like the boss not resetting on respawns. At times tempting, but I knew I could overcome that hurdle alone. But what about swapping characters, you might ask? Don't you need another account to swap, making it not a solo? In a sense, yes, but 1. There's nothing stopping you from creating a new free-to-play account with the sole purpose to hold open the door, still being just you. And 2. For every fractal where I swapped, I could do it on Thief. And 99 with Engineer, but it would be more tedious and much more difficult. As an example, on the end boss of Siren's Reef, Arabella Crow, I used the Ranger's Pet to cheese the fight. I could have done the same thing using Thieves Guild, but as you can see later on in the water phase of this fractal, that would be torture for both me, the player, and you, the viewer. When I started this challenge, I didn't expect to actually finish it. I assumed there would be some sort of roadblock or puzzle that I couldn't overcome. But I managed to tackle each obstacle relatively easily until level 72 Mitrin. This was the first time I was thinking about giving up. And thanks to that, I still believe that that specific fractal is the hardest one out of all 100 of them. But I didn't give up. No, I couldn't give up. Giving up would send a message that the fractal was impossible. Well, it was possible. I was just skill checked. Not only that, but I couldn't let you down. Those that left supportive comments, those that watched every level, and you watching right now. I couldn't just leave you in the dust. Thank you for spurring me on. In the end, I didn't do any challenge modes. I'm a bit sad that it ended up this way, but I don't regret it. Given the extra time pressure in the end, I would have done the same if I had the choice again. You might think Silent Surf is not a big deal, so why rush? But I just wanted to get this over with. Some levels would be shuffled. I'd have to redo level 99 and do 4 Silent Surf levels. Not to mention if Silent Surf is even possible solo. Maybe I'll do all 4 of them, but now I'm finally free from this mental burden and can focus on other Guild Wars 2 videos. As for this boss, the Sorrowful Spellcaster, the portal is my solution to the title bargain from the water phase. So I carry it throughout the fight with me for that exact phase. For the first phase, the air phase. After the orange circle reaches the edge, I count to 3 and then dodge. In the second phase, the fire phase, the meteors drop every 50 seconds, which is awkward with the 60-second cooldown of the portal. So I only enter the arena every other meteor shower. The shadow step is there just in case to reach cover. I could have used it more often, for example in the air phase, but the fight was tense enough already. the water phase. To not get killed by the tidal bargain and green circles, I teleport out. However, now I can't enter the arena anymore. But my Thieves Guild can. The good news is, I'm safe out here. The bad news is, this is going to take a while.
How low can you go? Death row bass. 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 How low can you go? How low can you go? Death row. How low can you go? Death row bass. 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 How low can you go? Death row 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 bass. How low can you go? Bass, 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 sound, I feel the bass.
What a run. Thank you so much for being here with me on this journey. I'll see you around.